I'm Steve Fender from Fenders Fish Hatchery. We've done a lot of videos on pond stocking, pond management, everything to do about fish and all that, but we've never really talked about pond construction. I built my own ponds for the farm here, and I do it because I enjoy running equipment and I like to control costs that way, and I just more or less I enjoy building ponds. Now, I've built a lot of ponds and I've had most of them seal up. This is an exception to the rule. As you see over here, we have where you can see it's sunk and it's went down. I've worked in this pond 4 or 5 times now trying to get the seal up. The problem I ran into is a lot of times you don't know what's underneath that last push of dirt that you've made, and realistically you should always do test holes to see what you're going to have before you even built the pond. This one I just went in and started pushing dirt and built the dam. Dam went up good, seemed like I had good soil, the dam's holding fine. Where I get into trouble is just underneath my good clay, apparently I have a lot of rock. And we have a spring fed pond just down from here about 300 yards, and the water's getting really muddy. And I know why it's getting really muddy, because it's coming from this location down through this hole that I've developed in the bottom of my pond. And of course it drained the whole pond out, as you can see behind me, and all the water went down through into this rock formation, followed that formation all the way down into the spring and got into this other pond that's fed by the spring. So this I'll have to fix, obviously. If you have a pond built, things you want to check is make sure you got the kind of soil that's necessary to hold water. Good clay, something to pack in real nice and make a good clay liner. That's what holds water. So, and the other type of ponds you'll have are ponds that you can dig down into a water table and the water actually comes up. So those are the 2 different types of ponds you can be looking at digging. In our situation, we don't have the water coming up from the ground. Obviously this one's going straight into the ground. So this is a repair I got to make. And to fix this, I'll dig this back out as big as area as I think I need to. You can see pretty much what's impacted here, and I'll mix it back in with good clay or bentonite. Bentonite is actually a clay that's been dried real dry, and when you put water with it, it'll actually swell up about 12 times, making a good mix. When you mix it with the soil, it'll swell back up and prevent leaks like this. So this will get fixed at some point in time. So that's what happens sometimes when you build ponds. The other thing I want to talk about is the type of overflows we like to use, and this is very beneficial in your fish health also. You have 2 types, there are several types of overflow. One is just a dirt overflow where the water goes over the dam through rocks or a cement runway or overflow or spillway. Or you have a pipe going through your dam that takes the water off the surface. What I prefer to use is over here, and it's a product made by AgriDrain. And AgriDrain has a system that takes the water off the bottom. For me, it works great because in our business, we like to drain the ponds out in order to get to the fish. This is a dual purpose. It works as a drain, but it also works as an overflow. The beauty of an AgriDrain is when the pipe you see here is actually the part of the overflow. The water goes out of the bottom of the pond. Every time you have rain or any kind of water coming in, the water has to go somewhere. So the outflow is through that pipe, goes into a box over in the bank over here, and there's a series of gates inside this box. The way this works is the water comes in, and there's gates inside. There's a set of railings here, or channels, that these gates go down into. All right. So when you built the pond, you obviously get a box that's high enough that's going to be the height of the water. So when this thing's full, this water will be coming up in the pipe, up one side of the box, and then going across and going down, and then it goes back out the bottom. There's another pipe that goes out, and that's the way it overflows out. So if you want to raise or lower your water level, all you have to do is pull these gates out like this, and then you got a tool that you can use that you can pull additional gates out also. And you can change the height of your water level in your pond. So the advantage of this for a farm pond would be is if you have a pond that's fairly deep, 10, 12, 14 feet deep, what will happen over time if you don't have a bottom overflow is you'll build up a lot of bad water in the bottom. You don't have sunlight all the way down to the bottom typically in deeper ponds, so you end up making a lot of bad junky water because there's no sunlight, there's no photosynthesis, so it becomes dead water. With this system, every time we have rain, it flushes that bad water out, so you have good water from top to bottom. So these are the kind of overflows I like to suggest to my customers that have not built ponds yet. They're looking to build ponds. So you can look online, and the company we've used is a company called AgriDrain, and they make a very good product. I've been very happy with this. You can go cheaper ways with just simply a pipe through the overflow, but for an overflow, but using AgriDrain, taking the water off the bottom is a real advantage to keeping your pond cleaner for a lot of years.